Hey everyone, Sarah here. So I'm here to talk to you today to give you a little bit of an overview of the framework I created. So if you guys like project management, continuous improvement, reducing the chaos in your life, consider liking and subscribing because this is what this channel is all about. Now, this framework that I created, I wanted to talk a little bit about why I created it. So this framework is really from my coaching business and starting to work with all of you and understanding some of the pain points that we are facing. And I created this framework because I think that women have a unique need when it comes to productivity. So there's a lot of great productivity frameworks out there and books out there, and I love them all. You guys know that I'm a big fan of this, but they don't talk about some of the stuff that I've always done on the side. Now, these are some of the things that I do, whether they be tools or systems or behaviors I have to help reduce the chaos out of my life. Now, I have been in the corporate world for a long time. I've sat in lean training, Six Sigma training, agile training, PMP training, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved all of them, but I had no idea how much the tools that I learned in those trainings would help me in my personal life. So I've really curated a bunch of those tools into a toolbox that is really the toolbox that I always go to help drive to, whether it's to build systems or create a new process or reach a goal. So that's what this framework is all about. So it's about tools, that toolbox that I was just talking to you about. It's about the systems, it's about building systems. So it's not so much about digital versus paper or project management versus whatever. It's more about building systems. Like, how do you actually build a system to meet your needs, and actually be sustainable? And also it's about the behaviors that you have to have. So we don't often think about behaviors when it comes to productivity. Yeah, we talk about routines, and yes, absolutely doing certain things, certain times of the day, 100%. But are those routines systematic? That's really when it comes into play. Then also some of the things around behaviors is the boundaries that you need to have. Those are also things that I wish I learned about in those corporate trainings, because over my years I've definitely got better at boundaries when it comes to work life and even in personal life. But those are some foundational elements that we need to have in order to stay productive or reduce the chaos in our life. So the tools. First off, if you guys have any favorite tools, I would love to see them in my comments. So put them in the comments because I want to make sure that we talk about them on this channel. So tools. Now, I love these tools that we've kind of talked about in the toolbox, and the next video is going to be a deep dive on those tools. Now, these tools help me take thoughts and put them into action, right? It's how do you take that idea that you have and actually bring it into action. They're also the things that help me make sure that I'm keeping momentum or I'm making progress, or help me identify when I'm not making progress and understand why I'm not making progress. And it's also the thing that helps me understand, what do I have going on? What is all the things I have in the air right now? And I can use all of these tools in my personal life as well as my work life. So they're transferable. They're just the foundation of managing all the things and kind of clearing the chaos in your mind, reducing the mental load. So the next element is systems. Now, I was saying before, like, there's digital and there's paper-based, and that's great. I have a need for all of them. I use them all. I use project management software, I use digital tools, and I use paper tools. So we love systems because this is really what helps you put stuff on autopilot. So this is a foundational piece to reduce that chaos out of your life. So how do you build these systems so you can put stuff on autopilot, or make things very clear, or make sure you're manually doing this because it's that important that it needs your full focus, right? So these are the things that help us feel confident that we didn't miss anything, that we know what we have due, that we know what's going on. So these are really one of the core things to help reduce some of that chaos that you have in your life. So This framework is all about building systems that work and are sustainable. Now, behaviors. So this is something we don't think about when it comes to productivity. So behaviors are made up of routines, which is great, but if they're not intuitive and they don't fit the system, or if they don't fit the actual project, then they're not going to be sustainable. These are the things that we do that really contribute to the quality of our life, right? So we love routines, but we want to make sure that we're building them in a way that they serve us. Then also boundaries. So boundaries are a thing that I wish all those corporate trainings taught me about. So what boundaries do we have or don't we have, right? So we need to really have a clear understanding of what boundaries we need or we have or need to refine. But these are really the thing that helps us remove that chaos. And really, they're the things that help free us up so we can have like guilt-free downtime. And then managing our energy level. This is another thing we don't talk about. How can we match the task to the actual energy level? I always say I love to do productive procrastination. So I don't really feel like doing this, but I can do that, right? I'm still being productive. So managing that energy level. All right, so that was just a quick overview of what the system of, why I created this framework. And it's all about the toolbox that help drive clarity, reduce the chaos, keep all the balls in the air, takes thoughts into actions, help us keep progress. We also talked about systems. When we have systems, it's kind of putting stuff on autopilot. We don't have to think about it, so it's reducing the chaos. And also we talked about behaviors such as routines and boundaries. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to put the tools that you like in the comments. And next week we're going to talk about tools specifically. Thanks everyone. Bye.